What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you to all who subscribed. Thank you for the views. We almost reached 200 views the last video. Let's try to get at least 500 views on this video. I feel pretty confident on this video. Unfortunately, I was unable to upload last week for my wife and I went on a road trip to Disneyland, California. Today I have for you guys Midnight Mexican contra Gerbil, the second contestant of the Smash Ultimate Tourney hosted by the Rivera Squad. Gerbil actually has his own podcast called Sit and Talk. I'll leave a link down in the description below. Make sure you guys go check that out and send him some love. With my Midnight Mexican channel, I'm going to continue to showcase the players I have lined up for my Super Smash Bros. Tourney. I want you guys to see how I battle these 5 players so you guys can get to know the guys, know what characters they're using, and to give you guys an advantage on this tournament. If you feel like you've got what it takes to take these guys on, leave a comment below and I will choose 5 brave contestants to battle it out to be crowned Smash King and win a $50 gift card of their choosing. For our second channel, Arturito La Leyenda, I've actually found it difficult to record our instruments and record our vocals with the equipment we have now. We're actually using microphones that we found at a pawn shop and pre-installed programs that we have on the computer that don't allow us to send out the best content that we'd like to show you guys. But if you guys are feeling generous in this time of giving, I'll leave a link down below to our PayPal accounts and you guys can donate any amount, even $1 would help. And if you guys can donate, please help us out by leaving a like, subscribing, and sharing this video with as many people as possible. For our third channel, Primo Productions, Gerbil's Sit and Talk podcast will actually take over until we get better equipment to record the exciting adventures the Rivera Squad goes on. Alright, back to the gameplay. This guy Gerbil can play with any character on the Smash Bros. Roster. I mean, he goes from Mario to Ness and to Ganon, to name a few on this video. We'll actually take you on first with one of his main characters, and then to try to humiliate you, he'll basically pull a copycat and then take you down with one of your own characters. But he knows not to go against my Samus. You can't go Samus v Samus against me, bro. The only thing I have to worry about Gerbil's Mario is his cape, as he's always trying to send back my beams at me. Other than that, facing his Mario is a piece of cake. Just kidding. We chose the stages at random, and I guess for this stage it has like no background music, so I'm sorry about that. Gerbil's always trying to spike me, but he's about to face the wrath of Samus, and why you don't try to spike Midnight Mexican. That move right there, I actually learned it from, I believe, Little Z, where you wait for the opponent to strike and then up B.
3, 2, 1, go!
One of Gerbil's most annoying characters, and I feel like the most annoying character on Super Smash Bros. Is Ness. He's so tiny, he has so many different combos that you can pull off, and Gerbil is just great at it. But you'll see that he uses the fuck out of EK Fire. And I mean, look at those combos. Those are textbook combos. Oh, and don't forget about him taking away my beams from me, bro, and then giving himself health. And that spike. My god. Not my best work. Gerbil just using all his combos. Making it look like he's playing against a level 3 CPU almost. Playing against characters like Ness, Pichu, Pikachu, you really have to time those airstrikes. And look at that. I mean, how annoying is that? It's my fault. That was so predictable. And he punishes me with a spike. Ness. He took me down in a minute. I mean, are you guys gonna be one of those that only lasts a minute in the tournament? Don't let that happen. I'll post it on YouTube. Alright, posing for respect. I was using the wrong color on my Samus. I was using privileged Samus. Now I'm using handicapped Samus. And look at that. He has all the answers to all my moves. I gotta play it smart. Gotta calm down the playing field. That was just terrible. He always goes for that combo, and I have yet to master how to break that combo. He always takes me to the ledge. He's going for a spike. I learned my lesson from the first video. I mean, just watching back all the moves that Gerbil had against me, I had a long ways to go. You're gonna watch as the game continues and he sees that I actually have a chance, he's gonna resort to EK Fire. And you know, you just gotta time those out. You gotta jump around, wait for the perfect moment to strike. Ness is so tiny. You have to really be precise and vigilant. That was textbook right there. He was expecting the cannon. I threw the missile knowing that he was expecting the cannon. And then he couldn't get back on stage. Trust me, I planned that out. So now he's down 1 life. He has me at really high percentage. And look at that, EK Fire. Up the yin yang, bro. He's not touching me with those EK Fires. He just needs to teach. He just needs to touch me once, and it's game over for me. I wanted a spike. I even went for it right there, but I decided to go backwards. Look at that! I almost rolled into that. He knows. He knows my disadvantage as using Samus. I rolled too much, and that's why he got that. He went for the combo, barely misses. And he's gonna resort back to EK Fire. Trust me. Look at that. And he still gets me. Look, I think he's thrown like 8 EK Fires in less than a minute. He's about to win it. I gotta time this out perfectly. Honestly, a lucky hit on Ness, but I'll take it. A win is a win. So now we're now 1-1 on Samus and Ness.
Go!
Okay.
And that cheeky bastard tried to take me out right away. That's what he gets. Throw him a little pose. I gotta give it to him. He's been practicing those combos. I know he has. And the 2 guys to worry about in this competition are YT Mini, who plays on the regular online, and Gerbil used to practice, but now all of that is just muscle memory. All these combos that he has. So watch out for YT. Watch out for Gerbil. To finish off today's video, I like to bring on a friend on a topic that he wanted to vent to the YouTube community, and that has brought a situation to me that has been stressing him out lately, and he'd like a second opinion on. Listen in. Let me know what you guys think about the topic. A deadbeat relative who has entered a household where two families share a house equally, and after he has ruined their household for the past 5 years, they now can't decide who should have the room and who's going to fix the room. I myself went through a similar situation where I didn't know what to do, how to work it out. I felt like my word was not being heard. Leave a comment below and let me know if you guys have gone through the same thing. What should Yograms do to give him peace of mind? And without further ado, here's Yograms.
What's up, guys? Let me know if you can relate, and thanks for listening to my story. And if you guys like the story here, I have actually a couple other stories, and if you guys would like to hear it, then just please leave a comment down below on Midnight Mexican's channel, and we'll bring more stories like this. If you would like to hear about what he actually did to the room and during those 5 years during that, just leave it down below, and I'll leave that for another day. But for right now, this is the situation we're facing, which is both families right now are divided. One feels like Midnight Mexican said, he feels that they feel like they were wronged because they left that room to be a guest room for relatives, for any other guests to come from wherever. And that was supposed to be the room and be left alone. Once he came in, obviously they felt a little wronged about it because they were like, well, we didn't agree to this, but you know what? We're good people. Let's give him a chance. Let's see what happens. And so trust was given to this person, but this person already came with some bad background. He had been kicked out twice before, but everybody was like, you know what, maybe we'll be the ones that he will behave, maybe he'll do things right. And so that's the situation. So that is how the couple feels at this current moment. It's understandable. They left that room for family to come, and the nuclear family did allow this other person to come in, but in their defense, they had no idea that this person was going to be like this. As I explained before, they didn't know he came from a background of that he got kicked out twice. So then they were just trying to do the right thing. You know, family is family. At least that's how, you know, we were all raised, to help out family members when they're in need. So now that he has left, he left that room destroyed, as mentioned before. It was damaged, and he left in the worst possible way, which was he snuck out right before rent was due. He left, and we was told to come back to pay rent, to get his stuff and all that stuff, and of course he hasn't come back. So yes, I understand the couple is a little upset about this. You know, the room's destroyed that was theirs, and now they want it back. The only thing is that they're currently not thinking about the long run and the bigger picture, which is they were already having physical pain going up and down these stairs. So now it's 5 years later, their pain can only have gotten much worse, and it's just that their lifestyle that they've built in this other side of the house is very different to the nuclear family. Now the nuclear family, all they want is that some sort of privacy, because whenever this person was there, they didn't get any privacy. It was always wondering, oh, is this person hearing what we're saying? Is this person there? We're not comfortable, so they didn't have privacy. Now that this person has left, they've gotten a sliver of privacy, and they finally feel like they can do what they wanted with the house, whether it's rebuilding it more, expanding that room, which is what they want to do. They want to knock down the wall that connects to that room and make it into a much bigger room. That way they can have a lot more space and they can live more comfortably, especially since the family has gotten a lot bigger. And so now both families are correct in their own certain way. Now the biggest issue that is causing all of this to happen is that they're not communicating with one another, which is bringing me stress. Because unlike them, I do go around the house, and I grew up with both families. I like to listen to people, and I like to hear what they have to say about their situations. So, of course, I myself wanted this person out, and so he did get out. And then I heard the nuclear family, what they had to say about the situation, that they wanted privacy, they wanted to have their own things, and that's kind of what's happened. The whole side of that house, it has things from that nuclear family, like the way it's painted, the decorations, the furniture is all to their liking, and the style of it is to their liking. Now the nuclear family, I mean the couple, I've gone to their side. They've accustomed to a certain type of routine. They wake up at a certain time. They cook the way they want to cook, and they live just the life that they have. So that being said, that both families have different types of living styles and different routines and different likes and dislikes, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to combine both families to interact with one another, especially if they can't even talk to one another when the only thing stopping them from talking about this is a door. So as I get both sides and I see what's unfolding, it stresses me out, because a simple conversation between both of them, a calm, full of patience and listening to one another, would really help them out. But both families are really stuck in that old school mentality of where everyone just kind of has to guess what you're thinking or what you're going through and hope for the best, which, in all honesty, I don't think that ever really has worked out. I really do feel that talking with one another, conversating, and just letting out what you have to say is the best way to deal with things, to get everybody's side and then work together to reach an understanding. But as I said, both families, especially the couple, likes to talk to everyone else except the other family. They have talked to other people, they told them how they feel about it, and they kind of spin the story a little bit to their way. So that kind of like gets everyone like, well, that's kind of messed up what they're doing. But they don't also take the time to ask the nuclear family how they feel or what's going on, or maybe we can work things out. Which I understand that they're upset, but again, a simple conversation could solve all this. Now, the nuclear family wants to keep making the house a lot better. They just want to remodel the house. They want to obviously fix that room, because they do realize that it was their fault for thinking they could change this person. Unfortunately, they realized the hard way that this person was never going to change. So they want to redo the room, they want to fix it up, and it's something that's going to happen later on, because right now, as most households are, like, it's a little tough to remodel, and it's everyone's a little tight on cash every now and then, so it's not something that's going to happen now, but it's just an idea. But again, they have all these plans, all these ideas, but they haven't talked to the other family as well and expressed it. Now, what brings me stress is that these two families won't be able to talk it out patiently or calmly, and it's just going to escalate and get worse and worse and worse, which I don't want to see happen, because I care for both families. Again, I grew up with them, so the worst thing that could happen, and the worst thing I would hate to see, is that they are split up because of this one room, and not even just the room, because of this one person who came in and did a lot more damage outside from the house itself, but did damage to the families, because they are a little bit split up at this moment. So that's currently the situation. That's currently what's going on right now, and I just wanted to kind of vent to people and hear what you guys have to say about it. Again, if you guys have gone through a similar situation, please leave it down below, comment there, tell us about your situations, about maybe you have a family member who came in too, destroyed everything, and then just dipped out. If you guys want to hear more stories like this, maybe from me, maybe Yo Gramps, maybe from Midnight Mexican, or anything like that, just again leave it down below, let us know, and we'll keep doing that. And maybe I can tell you the actual story of what he actually did to that house, and we could probably show you pictures of what he did. So again, comment down below, like the video, subscribe, and share with all your friends and your family members, and tell us what you think.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay blessed, and we'll see you next time.